Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the GC Informer, GameCast's very own news program. I'm your host for today, Mark, also known as Koistorch. First up, Blizzard have announced a new partner in their ever-growing line of Overwatch branded merchandise. Overwatch will be teaming up with LEGO in the near future to bleed many wallets dry. The main teaser for the sets involves an animated LEGO Tracer bouncing around on a table. This was the main confirmation of LEGO Overwatch, although it was teased prior to this earlier in August, where the pre-battle team selection had blocky silhouettes of characters like McCree, Mercy, and Genji. It seems pretty likely that we'll be getting full LEGO sets based on the different maps or game modes. It'd be cool to have a little LEGO King's Row just at the first control point where all the action happens. It'd be interesting to see if they also release mystery single characters like they've done in the past with franchises like The Simpsons. For Overwatch it'd be easy given the size of the roster and the different skins and colours available to them. It'd be a good way to get non-LEGO collectors to buy into the brand, as they might just want a couple figures for the desk at work or something. While there isn't any confirmed date when we'll be getting these figures, we'll most likely hear something prior to or during BlizzCon at the end of this month. Next up, in some slightly odd news, the author of the Witcher book series is suing CD Projekt Red for more royalties. I apologise in advance if I mispronounce his name. In the early 2000s, author Andrzej Zapolski sold the rights to make a Witcher game based on his novels to CD Projekt Red as a lump sum instead of royalty payments that would allow him to share in the profits. He didn't believe that the devs would create such a success, and rather than risk having small payments over a long period, he wanted a large payment in case things didn't go well. He regrets his decision, as I'm sure any of us would if we were in a situation like that, but hindsight is 2020 after all. Rather than sit in silence any longer while the Witcher franchise grows even larger, Zapkowski wanted to share in the fame and profits, as again I'm sure any of us would too. He's called in lawyers and is pressuring CD Projekt Red to change their previous agreement, and pay a certain amount of royalties in a large payment to account for all the time that the franchise has been active and successful. While CD Projekt have said it's a groundless claim, there is some legal precedent in Zapkowski's favour. Citing Article 44 of Poland's 1994 copyright law, Article 44 may be invoked when the compensation remitted to the author is too low given the benefits obtained in association with the use of that author's work. That pretty much explains the exact situation they're in at the moment and does give him some legal footing in the situation. It's almost like buyer's remorse, or more like seller's remorse in this case, where for example you trade some seeds for money. You don't particularly think the person you sold the seeds to knows what they're doing, but that doesn't matter because you've completed the transaction. However, you soon notice that the customers were in fact great farmers, and knew how to nurture the seeds into fruits and vegetables. They then start selling their produce, but still make sure that they brand the fruit with your seed title. You'd be upset that they are profiting more off your product, but at the same time you agreed to it and it was their hard work that made it a global success. It's just a very odd situation, and even odder that there is some form of legal precedent protecting copyright in a very specific situation like this. On one hand, it's annoying for CD Projekt Red to deal with, as the whole deal should be done and dusted, but on the other hand it's an interesting way to protect original authors' works from garnering success without appropriate compensation to the author. Only time will tell how this goes. And that's all the time we have for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please let us know what you thought of today's topics in the comments below. Also, don't forget to click on the little bell icon on the subscribe button to stay notified of new content. Until next time, bye!